You know, there are a lot of different ways to hold title or ownership to real estate. Hi, I'm your host, Attorney Michael Potter, and this is the first of two segments on how best to hold title to real estate. Whether you're single or married, you can certainly hold property in your own name even if you're married. But there may be some speed bumps that you run across. For example, let's say that you become disabled due to some kind of illness and you can't function. Well, your spouse, if you're married, can't sign for you. And if the property needs to be refinanced or transferred in title, or maybe a home equity line of credit needs to be taken out against the property, you're unable to move forward. Another way to go that people do often use, and is very common, is called joint tenancy with rights of survivorship. Now, this is very common, but you need to understand how it works. If you and one other owner have joint tenancy with rights of survivorship and one of you dies, it automatically becomes legally entitled in the name of the other person. That might be a good thing, say for a married couple. However, there are some problems and hiccups to be aware of. If you have ownership of that property with yourself and 2 or 3 or 4 or more individuals, you lose a certain degree of control. For example, I had a client years ago involved in a car accident. He had joint tenancy with his mother to her house. He lost a lawsuit for quite a bit of money. And when he lost that lawsuit, they were able to take mom's house and sell it in order to satisfy the lawsuit. You don't want to put other people at risk in that way. Now here's one that often comes up with investors, where they can hold title as tenants in common. That is a legal form of ownership that allows each of the co-owners to put their half over to whoever they want inside of their estate plan, whether that's a will or a living trust, for example. And that co-ownership is, in fact, ownership of a portion of the whole thing. But your percentage of ownership can be transferred to someone else according to your estate plan. Another way to go that is often used in certain states is called community property. And this is where a married couple could have ownership as community property in a particular piece of real estate. At the death of one of the spouses, it would automatically go to the other spouse. This has been part one of our two-part series on how best to hold title to real estate. There are several different options, and we're going to continue that in our following discussion. I'm Attorney Michael Potter, and I look forward to seeing you in our next segment.